Well guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to remove this timing chain and oil filter assembly. That's what I'm going to call it. It's probably a different name for it, but this is where your harmonic balancer goes. You get your water pump right here, you get your tensioner pulley right here. So we do have an oil cooler in the back, and there is 4 bolts that you can't really see, you know, visually through my camera, but there is 4 bolts that's holding it. I could feel them. So if you want to replace an oil cooler, it's actually located directly behind. There is a clamp that's holding things down right there, which I will need to get it loose, but somebody actually tightened it up from the wrong side. No, it's the right side. So basically we're just going to go ahead and remove the whole shebang. I'm going to show you from the actual side how to remove it, but keep in mind, if you're in your vehicle, it is accessible. It's not going to be that easy to remove it because everything's going to be blocking your way. You're going to have the whole engine back here. So, but I do want to show you how to remove it and for you guys to take a look at what it looks like. So let's go and actually remove this. We're going to remove this just as you would wheels from your car. You want to use like a star pattern. So that's what we're going to be doing. I believe all of them have been removed. Okay, let's just do a visual inspection. Hey guys, as you could see, I went ahead and actually pulled off this assembly. But one thing, I am really sorry. I actually was recording with my GoPro and recorded the file, but the file is beyond recognition. My GoPro does not recognize it, my computer does not recognize it, my phone does not recognize it. Like, I don't understand, but somehow the file became corrupt. And I'm really sorry about that, because man, I actually give out some good information for general do-it-yourselfer, especially if you haven't done this before. I'm not going to say that I know everything, but I'm over here actually taking this apart, and really you're not gonna find many videos like that. So here's the actual assembly. You're looking at it right here. Here's the oil cooler. This is where it's at. And this is some guide pins. Now this guide was actually over here. And of course, you know, we have the spring here. It's really not important. We're not gonna use the spring right now. But the spring is supposed to put some tension on it. And this is supposed to be kind of like over here like that. And here we have this one, I believe it was like that, and we had like a tensioner that was you know, somehow like that. I'm really not sure how it was, but if you've been watching this video, I'm sure you really know how it was. It was probably like this. Seems like it makes kind of like some sense. But this obviously had some chains on it. We had this bigger chain that was actually deeper in there like that. Let's see here. Let's actually install it. And of course, guys, I'm just kind of like just sharing some stuff. Like, this is not going to help you like, I don't know, like so, you know, repair your engine, you know, like the correct way. But at least this is gonna familiarize you with what you're gonna have you know, facing you and stuff for when you actually get ready to do something like this. And you know, you're probably going to be doing it, you know, a lot better than what I'm actually, you know, showing you right now, because you're going to be focused on actually rebuilding the engine, and that's not what I'm doing. I'm just disassembling it. So generally, that's how things are over here, you know, kind of like that. But anyways, I'm going to slide this chain over here. Seems like my cat decided to join me. Hey kitty kitty, such a sweet cat. Sweet cat, sweet cat. Good kitty. So we had this little chain over here, and I just wanted to kind of put this on here so that you could kind of see that we have two chains here, like basically two timing chains. So we have one here and we have another one there, and this kitty wants some love, just wants some love. You're a sweet little kitty. Well, kitty, maybe just here, just go in the engine, just sit over here, let me work. Okay, so let me try to put something like this here. Actually, this is probably in reverse, but this is probably putting tension on it over here. Somehow it's on there, you know. Of course, when I actually pulled everything off, this one I hadn't slipped off, and I really didn't get a chance to see how this is on there. But it's okay. This is not going to be the first and the last repair that we're going to be doing. So ultimately, I'm going to go ahead and actually pull the chains off, and we're going to go over through some other, you know, type of details. So you have basically these rollers over here. So you have a double one for that double big chain, you have a small one for that chain, and this is what it kind of looks like. And if you could observe this over here, this is where the harmonic balancer slides in. You see you have that thing like sticking out like that, and you have some dowel pins here. You have one there and you have one there. This will help you guide this here for when you get it, you know, when you're gonna start like installing. But obviously they use some RTV here, and they use way too much. Just a lot of it's like everywhere. I mean, it's probably normal. This is an oil cooler, you know, if you could see that, and it kind of goes in over here, you know. I'm going to be actually pulling off the oil cooler for you guys in another video, but over here I'm just gonna try to show you how this was, how it was attached. And this is why it is good to have those dowel pins that you could just insert it into. Even with them in place, you know, it's a little bit challenging to line things up. But as you can see, if you're going to be putting this thing back together, it's just pretty much dowel pins here. They're going to guide you, make sure you're going to be, you know, installing this correctly. Now there is a technical way of actually installing it. You might have to install boom, 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 you know, follow that whole order, and I will cover this kind of stuff in some other videos. But if you're just like a general, you know, do-it-yourselfer, of course you're not going to be really getting into this, and if you're a mechanic, you already know the proper order to go into. But if you're somebody new to these Sprinter vans and you just want to understand this beast a little bit better, this is definitely going to help you out, like to really start understanding how these things are. And or maybe you're just somebody new, you just want to start doing like some engine repair and some stuff like that, and you're learning. I am learning as well, so I'm sharing this type of stuff with you as we go. So as you can see, all of this being lined up, this is all good. Now when this was all stuck on here, you know, with RTV nicely, I actually did not need to remove this bolt. I decided that it already stripped. It seems like maybe didn't even have a thread on there to begin with. Maybe I stripped it, but it's not important. There's like really nothing that goes there. It has no importance whatsoever. So I decided to just kind of come here and decided to pry on it a little bit. So I put the screwdriver right over here like that. And what I've done is I lightly made some taps. And when I did those taps, it actually came undone like that over here. So I immediately then just like took it and actually just removed it. So it was actually not that difficult to remove it, you know. And of course you could see we have all of this stuff here. So I hope you guys forgive me for not actually recording how I actually did everything in here, but I'm trying to do actually better videos than I used to, and right now we're just doing everything as simply as possible by me just using a GoPro to record. I'm not using special gear, just to have a little bit less sound failures and stuff like that. And I'm just trying to keep things simple. I have the super view over here, so that way nothing's going to be getting cut off. Yes, it might be a little bit distorted image, but at least you can see this engine a little bit better. So hopefully this actually is going to help you out a little bit. So now we're going to be making some more videos. We're going to actually remove the engine. Before we do that, I want to actually show you guys how to remove this oil.
My name is Serge Zimaleta. I'm 37 years old, and yes, I experienced success after buying my first home for cash. Back in 2011, I was broke, but I learned to solve problems on my own. Now, I'm helping others to solve their problems. I know what pitfalls to avoid to stay profitable in business. Need motivation to be more successful in your life? Do you have sprint or expedite or business problems? Then subscribe. Let's find creative solutions to your problems. Hit the bell notification so you don't miss any of my helpful videos.